Well, good morning. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's Friday, and we're ready to see what we need to see in order to put the money in our pockets, or at least in our portfolios. Maybe not in our pockets just yet, but in our portfolios. I won't really talk. I will talk. I was gonna say I won't really talk because I will about making sure that as you're trading, that you're taking some of the profits for yourself. As you're trading, make sure you're taking some of the profits. Now, I've been guilty of this. I've been guilty of this, where you're doing, you're growing, and the money that you generate, it stays in the portfolio. Well, the drawback to that mentality is if you leave it in the portfolio, yes, it's there and it's growing. But if you, well, potentially it's growing, because what happens a lot of times is if you don't utilize the level of discipline that you need to utilize, you'll end up using and potentially losing that money. If you pull it out of the portfolio and you put it into your own bank account or into your usage, your rinse and repeat, your use monthly fund, then you really can see where the stock market trading benefits you. Now, this is difficult. It's kind of difficult to do that because as your account grows and grows, you're like, well, I could just, leave it here and it'll grow some more. And you can really see that the account's getting bigger. But you also want to know that the stock market is paying you. So that way you can see how it could possibly be a true income source. It has to be income. When income comes in, it has to come out of that portfolio and into your account. That's going to be your true income source, right? Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Ward. So it's just a thought I have to try to pay yourself. One thing I used to do, and I haven't done it in a while for all the reasons, but one thing I used to do is like 10% of whatever I generated for the week in profits, I would take that amount out. Whether it was $5, $15, $150, whatever it happened to be, I would take that 10% out, and that would be the money for me. It made me feel like there was I'm gonna have to go back to it honestly now that I'm thinking about it, because it made me feel like there was benefit to my weekly trading. It made me feel like there was benefit. So maybe consider that. Consider taking as your winnings for the week, as you win your trades and your profit for the week, take a percentage of that out to do a withdrawal of that out of your account, right? Just a thought. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Marcia, how we doing? Just a thought. Let's see what we got going here. All right. So this morning, the VIX is at 23.95. Looks like it's up a bit. The market yesterday definitely played around. It wanted to drop, but the market movers, manipulators, moved it up enough to stop everybody out who had puts, and then they dropped it. So you have to know that these are the folks that we're not trading against onesie novice traders. We're not trading against regular folks. We're trading against machines. You're trading against big money. You're trading against, so you just have to be wise master traders. Wise master. It's one of the reasons why I like selling, because as a seller of options, the price doesn't have to move for me. It just has to not be beyond my strike. Even though right now my Taiwan semiconductors trade is all the way breached. But it has to be, the market just has to be below or beyond, my strike. So if it runs past it and comes back, I'm cool with that. It just definitely needs to expire where I want it to expire. So that's a plus when you're a seller. You can, if I put on a put credit spread, call credit spread, it's all right if the price moves towards its that's okay. We just need it to expire right away from my strike. There we go. Thank you, Marsha. I think that's a good idea. I need to start using it myself again. I used to do it very religiously. I used to consistently do that, and I've gotten away from it. But it hit me again this morning when I was getting on here, which means that's something I needed to do too. Because usually when the thoughts come from me, they are for me, and the thoughts are for the people who are listening to me as well. It's not just for me; it's for the people who are listening too. Right, right. Good morning. Um, I think that's an N. Good morning, IG. Good morning, Twitter. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Karen. How we doing? Okay, so that's the VIX is at 24, as I said. And after a week of stock turmoil, strategists say do nothing. Volatility is back and investors are anxious. Most strategists agree to do nothing. U.S. futures wobble as a wild week is set to end. It has been a wild week. Fed's Collins sees rate cuts soon if inflation keeps falling. Trump just took another jab at the Fed's independence. He needs to leave the Fed alone. That's the one thing we can kind of hope is going. It's not based on or not being manipulated by politics. Look, countries who manage the country's economy don't need to be tied to stuff like the market and the politics. No, we need to know that that department is operating independently. That their job is to keep us in the road as best they can. You don't got to agree with how they do it, but at least know that they're autonomous. That for me is where I get at least my little bit of peace from the process is that the FOMC is an autonomous group, that they're not being influenced by all the other things that can influence things. Yeah. How to make sense of the rise in the volatility index. Loss of NBA rights could hurt Warner Brothers affiliate fees. Well, yeah, if you don't have the NBA, I wonder how they lost that, though. Anyway, earnings. We are in earnings season. Just so you know, we're in earnings season. Stock futures inch lower after S&P 500 scores the best day since 2022. JP Morgan Chase is giving its employees an AI assistant powered by ChatGPT maker OpenAI. Is giving its employees an AI assistant. Okay. Don't we all have that? I mean, everybody can go use OpenAI. Okay. Trump says he should get a say on the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. No, sir, you do not. You can't have. I'm going. Okay, let me keep moving. NVIDIA is on the biggest movers list today. Biggest analyst call. Chipotle, Uber, Eli Lilly, Sweetgreen. Who is Sweetgreen? Uber. There's going to be a debate on September the 10th. Wealthy investors find opportunity in stock market sell-off. So, of course, they just go buy more. How fractional hiring creates a paradigm shift in the workplace. Let's see our futures. Dow futures is down 0.17%. S&P futures down 0.24%. NASDAQ futures down 0.34%. Oil is green. U.S. 10-year bonds are red. Stock futures inch lower. Okay, let's see what's on the calendar for today. Unemployment claims. That was yesterday. Nothing's on the list for Friday. What? You mean there's no landmines on this calendar today? Wow. I believe Sweetgreen. I want to go look and see what is sweet. Tell me what is Sweetgreen, LL. Good morning, Janae. Janae, I got some good news for you. You're gonna hear it here in a minute. Maybe I'll share it this week. It might be next week. Maybe I'll share it in just my community. I won't share it with the YouTube community. I'll just share it inside of my membership. It's a salad place. Almost like Sweet Tomatoes used to be a salad place. They went out of business. At least in Florida, they went out of business. Sweet Tomatoes was like was an all-you-can-eat salad place. So you could do the salad fixings. They had a soup bar. They had baked potatoes and like some fresh fruit for the dessert. They were called Sweet Tomatoes. Actually, that place was really good. We used to go there a lot. You can buy salads and sandwiches. Almost like, who's those other people? Like where you can do salads and sandwiches. I can see the building, but I can't think of the name. It's another salad and sandwich place. I can't think of it. Okay. Not all you can eat, but expensive salads. That's like the other place I'm thinking of. It's like the other place I am thinking of. Craft. So anytime they put craft in front of something, just know the price is going to be a little higher. Like craft beer is a little bit higher, and craft sandwiches and craft drinks. Anytime they put craft in front of it, it's gonna cost you more. Craft desserts. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, let me stay focused because y'all know me. I will jump off. Panera is a spot which is, it is. I think of this. Panera's not what I'm thinking of, but it's along that same lines. I can see the restaurant, but I cannot see the name is not clearing up in my mind. I can totally see it. Anyway, today looks like at 1 o'clock we do have oil rig count is happening at 3:30 speculative net position. So that always happens. This is like futures and stuff for those who do futures. And the oil rig count is at 1 o'clock. That's what's going on there. Okay. Okay. Let's go see what did SPX do yesterday. Yesterday, what did it do? That's what it did yesterday. Gapped up, ran a little bit, hung around, act like it was going to come back down, ran up a little bit more. And then in the aftermarket, I think it went up to like 55, 53.20, somewhere up there. It went up kind of high. That's SPX for the day. Definitely was no significant falling off. It was, even though there was lots of puts that was in the system for yesterday, for those who watch Flow. Speaking of which, Capital Flow, don't forget, Capital Flow is a way that you can see where the money is coming in real time. What's the big money doing in real time? And you can use, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Capitalflow.app is there. My friend JT developed Capital Flow. It's a really good app, very user friendly, and lets you see real time, where is the money going? Where's the big money going? You can see when $1 million orders come, or 250 or 25,000, depending on what you're looking at. But you can go to, well, now that I'm here, since I'm talking about it, might as well go ahead and go to the page. Capitalflow.app. I think it's like $35 a month and you can get the first month for half price if you're dealing with Capital Flow. But it's a way for you to see right away where the money is going. You see here, I'm not sure if y'all can make it a little bit bigger. See if I can make this bigger. There we go. When you first enter it, you can see at the top whether the overall flow is bullish or bearish, the calls, the amount of money that's been put on calls, the amount of money that's on puts. And then you can see this top contracts. I haven't gone all the way in, but you can see top contracts by premium, and it drops down here. That won't show anything right now anyway, because the market is closed. But then you can put in your filter. Let's say you want to do a certain symbol you want to watch, or symbols, because you can put a watch list in here too. And it'll show you exactly the real-time money, like what's the contract, how much money was spent, how much they spent per contract, and how many they bought. And you can see the exact time. It's a very useful tool, especially if you're an options buyer. If you're an options buyer, it is a very useful tool because you can see real time. And then it can tell you, like, where should you, even if you're trading as a seller, you can do, okay, if you see a bunch of calls flow coming through, then that would let us know we can do put credit spreads going in that direction, especially on the days when you've got 0 DTE or 1 DTE stocks, which a lot of us trade those. If you're doing 0 DTE on SPX, and then you see here that SPX pulls in a whole bunch of, like you see here, $116,000 was spent on puts on SPX, that lets you know that things are probably going down. You can go with the call credit spread. So it can be used, like I said, it can be used in real time like that, which is good. We got to use all the tools we can use to make sure that we don't get swept away, because they trying to sweep us little people away. They don't want us in the market. They don't want us little people out there. They want to be able to just keep the big money, keep us folks from being in there moving stuff around. They don't want us there. Anyway, that's Capital Flow. Capitalflow.app. I have an affiliate link actually, but I'm not I don't know where it is right now. So if you're interested in the affiliate link, if you're going to jump into Capital Flow, you can ask me for it, and I will make sure. Maybe I'll make sure I put it in the comments. I'll make sure it's in the comments, because I want to make sure that people who find it can also make sure I get my little piece of the pie if they decide they want to use Capital Flow. I use it. All right. So I'm not talking about something I don't use. I could log in right now and show you the flow, but the market's closed. So it ain't like a lot of flow to see. but I pay for capital flow, just so you know. I never encourage people to use something that I don't use. Okay. That was yesterday on SPX. Let's go look at SPY. It's going to look very similar, I'm thinking. Oh, it didn't. Why does SPY look so different than SPX? Oh, let me tell you, I know why. SPY is not just during the day. SPY has aftermarket flow. I'm like, what happened here? SPY right here, and all this is after the market closed. So this fall off is in the post market yesterday. I was like, why does it look different? That's why it looks different. I'll put us on the daily. That way we can see exactly what happened yesterday. So this was SPY yesterday. I think it's on an inside day. I need to move you so I can see what's happening. Oh yeah, SPY inside day yesterday. So it needs to pop out. Let's go look real quick and see what we got to put something on here, because now we got some little stuff to work with. We got some little stuff with inside day means you got room. Let me put here calls above. This is straight buying calls. Buying calls above 531.30. Make sure that it's out and retest before you just jump on that. Okay, calls above 531.30. And where'd that go? Why did it disappear? Puts below 521. Is that, where is that? 521.83. Okay, so now I got that. Where'd my one up here go? Just gonna disappear. Maybe I moved it and didn't know it. Called above 531.30. Inside day basically means it's inside of the two. It's lower high of the previous day and higher than the low of the previous day. So it is inside. Let me make it a little bit bigger so folks know what I'm talking about. That's a strat related thing, but it is inside of this candle here. And inside day basically means you need to wait for it to break out going up or break out going down. Possibly going to break out going up, seeing that there's a little bit of a gap fill. Now just know that this gap, the top of this gap, is going to provide resistance. Top of the gap is at 532.96. It's going to provide resistance. So even if price goes up outside of 531, it's probably going to get to 532 and reject. But if you're trading it, you just go ahead and watch and see what happens. But you know that 532.96 is your target. Okay, 532.96 is your target. Okay, so you get up there, and then when you see what happens, if you get to the target, then you can close your trade, or you get to the target and you watch it. All right. Good morning, Carmen. How you doing, girlfriend? That's what's going on with that. Okay. And if it goes down below here, current price is at 529.12, which is coming into some support, because this may be a place. This entry may also be a bounce off of here going back up if it does that. But if it comes on down, puts below 521.83, and then your target for that would be the 518. 518 would be your target. Let me put a line on here. And target for your puts. Okay, what's the target? 518.05. Okay, so that's when you're working as a buyer. When you're working as a buyer, that's what we're talking about. But what about when we're working this as a seller? What time is this? 8:50. So I don't know. I can go back and grab this. Jamie, if you're listening, remind me, I want this part of the video so to be edited. So if you're working as a seller, then you see it reject up here at the 532. This is where you'd put your call credit spread. Call credit spread above 532. Okay. And if it's going the other way, you could do your put credit spread below the 518. Now that's a pretty big gap. So that means you're looking for, I'm going to say gap. It's a pretty big spread. So it means you're looking for maybe longer periods or depend on where the price action is. Put credit spreads below 518. You want to see it reject off these areas before you enter those trades. It wanted to come down and reject and go on up, or you want it to go up and reject. All right. That way, when you go in, you're getting a good premium from there. You're getting good premiums and you're going to be able to watch it go on in the direction that you want it to go. All right. That is for SPY. That is for SPY. Let's go. I need to go look at the earnings and look at Adam before I get too much deeper. It could be how he gets his numbers. Well, you know what? Saying I sound like Mancini is a high compliment because I have respect for him. I have respect for him. All right. So this morning, well, actually, we had earnings yesterday afternoon. SoundHound had earnings. We're going to look at them. ELF had earnings. Did anybody trade ELF in the community? ELF, Unity, Paramount, the Trade Desk, all those, Ginkgo Bioworks, they all had earnings yesterday. This morning, Canopy Growth, which of course is in the cannabis space, Nicola, Embrier, New Fortress is there. I'm not sure who this little bitty one is. O-Road, Bry, Legend Biotech, Embitech, AMC Networks. Is that different than AMC the movies? That's AMCX, and then Algonquin. Hey, Black Beauty Machine. Adam does chart the ES. That's the truth. I think she's saying that just how you get the numbers. He definitely charts the ES, but I think she's talking about how do you come up with levels. Okay, there's that. Let's go look. Speaking of Adam Mancini, Adam Mancini's numbers. Of course, he charts the ES. We trade the SPX. Many people do, and SPY and whatever else, but he charts the ES. Yesterday, my target in SPX was 53.08 to 12, 53.12. And after the largest green day of 2024, we hit, Monster Battleground Trap Zone tested 4 times this week, and we've spent 20 hours here popping to the 53.40s. Popping to 53.40s. Plan today, 53.08 and 12 are weaker. Those are supports. 52.98 supports. It keeps 53. That's not supposed to be a thing. Let me go see what that's supposed to be there. That is supposed to be 53.31. That should be 53.31, not 53. Nah, where'd you go? That should be not 531, but 53.31. Ay. I'm trying to fix it on here so I can show it on the screen, but it don't want to do right. Don't want to be a do right man. I can't put it up there just like this, but let me see. I may be able to do it here. Nope, not what I wanted. Hold, please, while I figure out how to get a copy of this. Make sure I put it, I'm going to put on the screen accurate information. Let me see if I can move this to the other screen. Doop. There we go. Look at there. Got to put it on the right screen, and then to make sure that I put the right screen up so y'all can see it. There we go. Add to the stage. I made it accurate now. Where'd you go? Come back here. I was trying to make it bigger. It doesn't want to be made bigger. Okay. Yesterday, target SPX was 53.08 to 12. And after the largest green day of 2024, we hit monster battleground trap zone, tested 4 times this week. And we spent 20 hours here popping to the 53.40s. Plan today, 53.08 to 12 is weaker. 52.98 is support. It keeps 53.31, 53.48 plus alive. We dip to 52.78 or 52.80 if we're below 52.98. This actually needs to be a 7. So XSP 535 on the call credit spread side, and this needs to be 527 on the PCS side, because he said that if it dips below 529, 52.98, then we could go down to 52.78. So this needs to be a 527. For those who are trading XSP, this should be 527 down here for the PCS, not 529. Okay, I will make sure to put this updated information into our chat. I'll make sure to put that in our chat because that one's not updated quite yet. Let me fix it. Gotta fix it. There we go. And then I'll take it, put it where it goes. Come on. Copy. Pull, and this can be deleted. There we go. Woohoo! Done, son. Yes. All right. Where were we? Where were you? Okay. This was our trades list for the week. I didn't check it again this morning to see if everything is profitable, but I believe if you were in this from yesterday, from the early part of the week, that you closed it by yesterday, because that's what I suggested that you do. Well, we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait until they're a full profit. Okay. If you've gotten 50, 60, 70% of your profit, go ahead and close these credit spreads and use that collateral for another set of credit spreads, right? I'm going to talk to you in a minute here about where do we look for trades today that we can enter for next Friday, right? I like doing Friday entries on credit spreads. Why do I like them? Because over the weekend, Theta gets to help us. Theta helps us over the weekend. And then we enter on Friday. Theta decayed to 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. By the time you can make money, you got 2 days of Theta decay with no price action. That means by Monday, at the latest by Tuesday, your trade is ready to close. I've entered on Friday so many times. And then on Monday, I can close that trade right back up. And all we've done is let time pass. Right, all time has done is pass, and there was no price action to fight, none of that stuff, but the Theta decay worked over the weekend. Monday, Tuesday, you ready to close up those trades, all right? I'm a fan of getting in on Monday. Shoot, I'm a fan of getting in on Wednesday and Thursday. I entered some stuff yesterday. What did I enter yesterday? I didn't write it down. I need to write it down, but I know it's in my thing. I entered yesterday. Now my brain has just, was it NVIDIA? I know I entered some triple Q and all that stuff yesterday. But I want to say I entered NVIDIA yesterday to get some of that. Didn't I put something? I put something in our chat and told y'all what I entered. It was the end of the day. There we go. EMPH. I knew it was something off that list. We talked about yesterday was EMPH. I entered that yesterday at the end of the day. Collected my $39 in premiums, right? And then I'll close that off today. Time decay. So I like entering any of the days. Okay. Understand me when I say I like entering any of the days, but I do like Fridays because on Fridays, you got the drawdown of the premiums over the weekend. Theta decay is our friend. Yes. I like the Theta decay over the weekend, and that gets us ready to close it up early in the week. And then you can take again and use that money on something else. You can use that money on something else. Yes. EMPH. Thank you, Tanya. You listen, I need y'all's brains and my brains to all work together. Okay. You wasted no time from R1 in July. Well, I really needed to do a one in August. I needed to do a just one August. I didn't put us a challenge together for August. We needed to do a just one August because I didn't do a great job of just one July. Okay, I was not 100% successful with that. I did not do a great job Okay. Janae, I love you because you definitely make sure that we go keep us accountable. And I love that. I need accountability partners for sure. For sure. All right. Options 411 for newbies, 3-day challenge is coming up August the 20th through the 22nd. Right. If you're new to options and you want to learn about what options is and you want to learn in a safe space from a person who's just, but y'all see me, I'm just real people, not gonna make it where you can't understand it. You know, I feel like one of the gifts I do have is to make difficult information understandable or to break it down into bite-sized pieces. So if you want to get into, how do you start trading options and you're a newbie, then come on and sign up. If this isn't for you, but you know somebody who wants to learn, but you don't have the patience, the time, the energy, all those things to teach them, then send them to options 411. Right. We'll do a challenge. It's a challenge. Yeah. A 3-day challenge. Is that what I've been calling it? I guess so. A 3-day challenge. We'll do that for August 20th through the 22nd. And that will lead into a larger scale training that will go for several weeks. Okay. So actionable August. I like it. Actionable August. We putting it all into action. Hopefully people have come out of their sims. Yeah, I paused on purpose there. That was not my computer hanging up. Let's people have come out of their sim and they're trading live. Even if it's just one contract or one stock or whatever, you spent we spent July getting comfortable with our strategy or comfortable with the stock. So that way, when we got to August, as Janae says, we got actionable August and you ready to make it do what it do. Yes. Okay. Options 411 for newbies. Come on over there and sign up for that, educator2trader.com for options 411. Pass the word to other people. All right, T. Pass the word. Pass the word to others. Let's do that. Okay. Let's go back. See where we are. Pass the word. Are you sure you're not in marketing? I'm pretty sure. Oh, Janae. Janae should be in marketing. Because she's really good with those little phrases and things like that. All righty. Learning list is here. If you want to know how do we got a boom, 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 depending on where you are on the hierarchy. If you're a newbie, options 411 is for you. If your charting skills are lacking and you know they need to be improved, then let's go with startwiththechart.com. It's a free webinar. It's for the free. Okay. Startwiththechart.com. Then if you want to get a strategy that you can lean in on, you can take a free quiz for the strategy, and then you can get your specific strategy and start learning what that is. All right. Start learning how to take your one strategy and use it for yourself. Okay. Yeah, she definitely quick with it. She definitely is quick with it. Okay. I think we're ready to go back to we're ready to go back to the charts. Back to the charts. All right. So we looked at SPY. We looked at SPX. Let's go look at Triple Q. Triple Q, I think, is also on an inside day. Why are none of my indicators over here? Oh la la, what happened to my indicators? Why is nothing indicating on here? This is a no bueno. Where's my stuff? Google Chrome isn't I don't need it to be my default browser. I need my indicators back because why my numbers not showing up? This isn't the one I want, but I'm going to put it on now just so I can have my numbers. This is not the one I wanted. Why are no indicators are showing up? What is the deal on either one of my screens? Lordy. I ain't got time. Okay, anyway, I believe Triple Q is, let me see, what was the high of Wednesday? 449 flat. How does that happen? And the high here is 448.99. This is an inside day. This Triple Q is an inside day as well. Remember, I just talked about SPY and how you got an inside day. As soon as it goes outside of this, you've got outside into this gap fill. It filled this gap here. So the gap from that was created from Friday to Monday, this gap was filled by yesterday's price action on triple Q. Okay, this gap was filled by triple Q on triple Q. Let me go get it so I can take it off because this is no longer a gap. It got filled by yesterday's price action. Okay, but now this one up here is still needing to be filled. Part of it got filled back on this day, but it still got time. So now this is, let me put us a thingy on here. The top of this, not sure what you were there for, but here we go. Calls above 449. Calls above 449 going on up. Hopefully, I mean, we'll say hopefully, maybe it'll go on up and fill that gap. Current price now, though, in the pre-market is at 446.39. So it's right around in the middle of here. And then you've got a puts entry at the bottom of this candle. Puts below 437.15, 437. I picked 14 because you want to get below that. Okay, so calls above 449 flat and puts below 437.14, with the target being the next down candle. Target here, target here. Target the bottom of this gap would be the target going up. Okay, that would be the target going up. I think there is, I got a red line on here though somewhere. I think it was because of the bottom of this gap is where is why I'm showing that as resistance. That's at 450.90. It's right here. That was the bottom of this whole gap. If I left the whole gap on, that would have been the bottom of the gap. But you do have, I think I added that over there. You do have some supports and resistance, some resistance inside of the gap. Okay, the 25% mark has been hit, but now it would want to go up to at least the 50% and maybe on further. All right, that's after it goes up from here. All righty, who did we say we were going to look at this morning? I don't think I said, or did I? I feel like I was going to look at something. Oh, I know what it was. I was going to take us to I said we were going to look at trades for this week going into next week, right? You get the trades you can enter for this Friday. I'm going to tell you where you can go to look for them. If you are one who pays for the Peakbot alerts, right? Peakbot alerts. This top 10 credit spreads list is available. It actually is here all day long. I mean, it updates every 5 minutes. So you've got this list here at any time of the day that you're ready. Generally, when I'm thinking about my trades for next Friday, I will go with, I'll wait till noonish. I'll wait till about noontime, and then I'll look at this list, see what's here, see what I have interest in, and then go ahead from there. Now, this list is put in order from the highest EV going down. That's how I ended up with EMPH yesterday for today. So I look at this list about noon, right, to see what I'd like to do for next Friday. Notice the expiration date here is 8/16. It's already looking, and it gives you the strikes. Now, I take this strike where this says 103 on the put sell strike. I do 103, 102. I don't go down as far as this width. That's an 8 spread. I don't spread that far. No, I might do 103, 102, or 103, 101. Or for the call side, instead of 115, 123, I may do 115, 116. Okay, make it a 1 spread or a 2 spread. So the sell strike is the one that I look for as my main strike, and then I build it from there, right? We're going to spend some time talking about this in my membership, I believe, so folks can know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. Because even when I say it on here, I think people may or may not really understand what I'm saying. So I want to be sure that we can, like, I did put a video together on using these alerts. There's a video on my YouTube channel called Using the Alerts. I might have to go and grab that video, using these alerts, and bring it to the comments. If somebody's on their computer and can go to my YouTube channel and get the video that says using Peakbot alerts and put it in the chat, that would be appreciated. Okay, so anyway, I look here at some of these like things I haven't ever heard of. Run, like who were they? I don't know, but there's a smaller one. There's a 50-cent spread here, and Cisco is also a 50-cent spread. So even if you don't want to do a full one spread, you can find some 50-cent spread ones on here. Roblox and Morgan Stanley and Cisco, you can do that. If none of these things, float your boat, you can go to the full watch list. You can click the full watch list. If you're getting the alerts now, if you don't get the alert, you're not going to be able to see all this stuff. So you're going to need, the alerts are $5 a week. And I promise you're going to make more than $5 a week off one of these trades. So $5 a week is almost robbery, but we'll take it. They'll Peakbot people, Dylan, don't change the price. I'm just saying that it's very, very affordable. Okay. So if you want something different, if you don't want to go with the list there, you can go into the full watch list and you can find whatever stock you do want. Maybe there's a stock that you like to trade or that you're looking at and you want to keep trading. Like I know Tanya trades Google. So you may want to go see what are the Google strikes that are being suggested for the coming week. It tells you here that the trend, I'm just talking about Google, that the trend here is bearish, right? Because it's a bearish trend. The watch list, this alert is going to give you only call credit spread strikes because it's saying it's bearish based on the 15 period EMA. It's bearish and it's going to give you the strikes there for whatever stock you pick, Google. And you can put this in order by ticker. You can put it in order. That way you can alphabetically find what you're looking for. What you're looking for. We got what you're looking for. Yeah, y'all remember the TikTok video where those girls were doing that clapping? I think it was girls, but anyway, all the stocks are here all the ones you might be interested in. If it's not on this list, it's because the Peakbot watch list has taken it out, probably because the premiums are too low or it's got some other issue. All right. So if you don't see it here, I honestly would not trade anything that I didn't see on this list, because there's a whole algorithm whose job it is to determine what things are good to trade and what all these pieces and parts are. And so if you don't see it on the list, then I would leave it. And the red here tells you these are the things that have earnings coming up next week. So if you got earnings coming up next week, NVIDIA has earnings on the 15th, looks like. If you got earnings next week, then you might not want to trade something that's got earnings, because that's just asking for, that's a binary event. All right. That's the way alerts work. Let me put the link in the chat. Alerts.peak. Nope, use Peakbot. Now, even though these alerts are manual, you basically need to manually look, and then enter these. This is a great place to look, though, for trades if you want to just look for your own. But now for me, I do the trends alert. But I also do automated trading with Peakbot. And I've been using T-Triple-Q for weeks, right? I use T-Triple-Q and E2T. Okay, I go here, T-Triple-Q, and what happens is I leave it there. The bot at 12 o'clock-ish on Friday enters my T-Triple-Q trade. It decides what's good strikes. It does all the work for me. I don't have to do nothing. All I do is pick the stock. And I could pick more than one. I picked only T-Triple-Q, but it doesn't have to be just that one. You can pick whatever stock it is you want to pick. And every Friday, actually Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, it will enter that trade for you. And when it's ready, it will close that trade for you. That's Peakbot automated trading, hands-free. So last week when I was on my cruise ship, last Friday out at sea, I think on Friday we were in Friday we were in Freeport. Freeport, Bahamas was Friday. Anyway, while we were in Freeport hanging out with family, Peakbot was busy entering my trades. It's entering my trade, entering my T triple Q. It was entering my iron condors on XSP, triple Q, and IWM. It was doing that all without me. But I could, I was able to get some internet depending on where we were. And I could see my stuff was happening, but it was happening without me. Listen, that's good stuff. So that's automated trading. Automated trading, hands free. Baby.com. And if you need somebody to walk you through how to use it, Schwab. To Schwab, Tasty Trades, and those are the three brokers that it links up with. You can use the somebody else that they're not connected to, then they got covered. If you want to be a do-it-yourselfer or your broker is not connected, then you can go and use the alerts. If you're somebody who's cool with hands-free and you want them to do it, the bot to do it for you on some of these sites, again, the bot only gonna work on what you tell it to do. The bot's not going to be all around in your portfolio doing all kind of random things. No, it's going to do exactly the stock that you said do, and it's going to do it on the time that it's set to do it. Okay, it's going to do it when it's set to do it. All righty. I want to go back to the charts. We covered triple Q. We covered dun 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 dun. Oh, I want to look at SoundHound. That's what I want to see. SoundHound. Where's SoundHound at? 507 in the pre-market. You need to go on SoundHound. They had a good day yesterday, as you can see. Can you also place how you join your membership, please? Absolutely, I can. How do we join the membership? We join the membership by going to educatortotrader.com and join the membership. I was going to go to the slide. Where is the slide? Boom, boom, boom. Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Crisscross. There we go. Oh, the freebies page. We got to look at the freebies page too. It's down here somewhere. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's show the slide. Okay, there we are. This is the E2T membership. Our 8:30 morning calls. 8:30 morning calls. And Janae's excited. I'm going to tell her some news that the time is going to have to change. Shh. Don't tell Janae that the time has to change. My next college semester is getting ready to start. And of course, I'm teaching at 8 o'clock. So we'll see. We're going to work on the time. All right. So 8:30 morning calls at this point. We have weekly training calls, which usually happen on Thursdays. Didn't happen yesterday because I was celebrating my anniversary with mi esposo. Mi esposo. Yeah, he's a boy. Mi esposo. I was celebrating my 16th anniversary last night. So we're going to have our session. Looks like we may do it on Sunday. I think that's what our group is voting for. That's more the votes seem to be showing up on Sunday. We'll I'm going to look to make sure. And then we have our monthly coaching calls, which our monthly coaching calls are usually on the first Saturday of the month. So we're going to have double duty this week. That's what we're doing. We'll do double duty and we'll cover all the stuff we need to cover. I might even make it earlier than 3 o'clock so I can make sure we got time for all the stuff. I got time today, but this is what we have in the membership. Telegram group is included, hanging out with the folks. Where I put a lot of stuff, was where I put in my trades. We're there to assist. All the things are there, basically. It's a wonderful community. If I do say so myself, What school do I teach at? I teach at the University of North Florida. The University of North Florida. I am a mathematics professor. I teach mathematics. Math 1105 is what we're teaching this semester. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it this time. Prayerfully, the Lord's here. Here's my cry. And this will be our final year in that space. We'll see. God knows what he's doing. And I'm just following the cloud. Okay, so that's where we are with that. Let me remove that. It's 9:20. We have spent lots of time. I want to make sure. Okay, so my key objective for today was to make sure that I shared with you how to find trades for next week, right? That was my key objective for today's call. Make sure you can find trades for, there we go. The freebies. The E2T freebie, the freebie resources, the E2T free resources can be found at E2T freebies, E2T-freebies.com. Okay. You can find those there. Go over there, grab what you're looking for, E2T-freebies.com. Got to send it out to the Instagram people too. I can't see the Twitter people, so I can't put links in there, but E2T-freebies.com. You can go here. You got the free charting cheat sheet. Many people need charting, learning, and lessons. Okay, go on over there and take a look at that free webinar. Get your free cheat sheet, and then you can go to the free webinar. 7 mistakes traders make. I want to adjust these some. 0 DTE strategy cheat code, free trading strategy like a quiz. Stock options for beginners, quick start guide. You've got the E2T website, E2T membership, 5 hacks for trading SPX. And if you want to join our Telegram group, you can join it here in the community. You can join our community by filling out the little thingy at the bottom. Okay. I need to make sure I make myself some notes because there's stuff that I'm forgetting to do. Okay, I won't try to make a note now because y'all still on here. Y'all still here. Like my mind just jumps around, jump around, jump around. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up because we're about 7 minutes before the market opens, and I'd like for you all to be able to be there at the open. Okay, E2T Trader Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts grow more and more each week. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war and our fingers to fight. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. So if you weren't on here at the beginning of today's call, I talked about as you generate profits and you generate proceeds from your trading account, that you pull some of that money out for yourself every week, that you take it out as income. Maybe you set a percentage. I was talking about before, I did like a 10% of the money that I made in profits, I would take out each week or each time I had done that. I hadn't done that in a while, but I want to get back to that. But think about doing that for yourself. It'll help you to see that these efforts that we put into trading, that there is benefit at the end of it. Many times if we take our money and it stays in the portfolio, we don't see it as real money. But when you start pulling it out of that portfolio and you see the deposit, it feels real to you. And I'm telling myself to do this because I haven't done that in a while. And I remember how it made me feel when I did it. Okay. All righty, everybody. We're going to do 2 things today. We're going to stay green and we're going to get this money. All right. Look for me. Send me a message. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all the platforms. All the good stuff. If you got something you want to talk to me about, send me an inbox. I'm always here to talk and we can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. Okay. Send me a message. Put comments down here. Okay. All righty, everybody. I'll see you in the market. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.